it's Ellen Rohr, and I just spoke at Harvard. I was invited to be a speaker at the Business Experts Forum at Harvard Faculty Club. A dream realized. It was fantastic. I learned a ton, and I met the most interesting man in the world, or the actor who portrays the most interesting man in the world, Jonathan Goldsmith, and he's wonderful and interesting. He told the story of how he got the job. He was one of thousands of candidates. And when it was his turn, he knew he had to differentiate himself in some way. So he took off a shoe, took off one sock, put the shoe back on, put the sock in his pocket, and indicated to the casting director that he really didn't want to talk about it. And he thought, at least I'll be known as the guy who took off his shoe, and he did, and ultimately got the job. He differentiated himself, a good thing in business, a great thing if you can leverage that differentiation into something of value to your customers. You know who does this really well? Starbucks. Starbucks is different from any other coffee company out there. There's a lot of copycats now, but they were the first ones to take a commodity item like coffee, and elevate it into something much more. Even the size of the cups aren't small, medium, and large. They're tall, grande, and venti. What does it even mean? And they burn their coffee a little bit so it smells even better. They're not servers, they're baristas. And every little bit of that adds to the value of the experience, so you, and certainly I, will pay maybe over $5 for a cup of coffee. On this planet right now, the most interesting man in the world and Starbucks are two of the biggest and best known brands out there, and they're not the cheap producers of their services. So what about you? As a plumber, you could say, well, I'm a plumber. But unless you differentiate yourself, there's no way someone's going to pay you more to do goods and services. In fact, in that arena, the cheap guy will win. So what do? I keep people safe. I separate good water from bad water and protect the safety and health of the nation. Or I show up on time, clean and sober, dressed right. I'm nice, I'm smiley, I'm clean. You decide, but that differentiation is what allows your customers to say, a little more expensive, but totally worth it. And that's how you build your brand. You answer the question, who am I? What do I do? How do I do it? And why? In compelling and differentiating ways. So how do I answer those questions? I'm Ellen Rohr, the plumber's wife, and I'm America's top expert in the service industry. I loves me a dirty job. What I do is help you make more money, be successful. How I do it is by making business uncomplicated. Everything that I do is really simple. The shortest distance between where you are and where you want to be. And why I do what I do is freedom, so you can live life unleashed. Do what you want to do. Today's tip was about branding, differentiating yourself so that you can make more money. Coming up, we'll be talking about pricing, how to keep score, how to come up with a selling price, how to hire people, what to do if an employee is on the rails, how do you get out of a bad customer service situation, and so much more. Webinars, blogs, and interviews with smart business people. Maybe you, as you solve a problem, tell me about it so I can brag on you and we can all learn together. Stay tuned at ellenrohr.com. Business uncomplicated, life unleashed.